Underway in the men's final here in 2018 for the 3C2A. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you on the coverage here live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Happy you've joined us, everyone. A thrilling win, overtime victory, and congratulations to Sierra College, your champion, first-time champion in the North in women's water polo. We will hopefully be joined by Bruce Watson, head coach at San Jose State, local, former coach here at West Valley College. Men's championship game between LA Valley and Golden West. And it's a quick goal early on for LA Valley. So LA Valley strikes first blood. Top team in the state is Golden West. Only one loss on the year, but guess what? That loss came to LA Valley. Teams very familiar with each other. LA Valley 4-1 on the season versus Golden West, or 1-4, I should say rather. And Golden West nearly going the entire season unblemished, but we talked about that loss earlier in the year. It happened very early, 10-9 by the slimmest of margins. And early on, it's LA Valley with a 1-goal lead, 1-0. Having an issue with the clock right now. Looking to have, again, Bruce Watson and Scott Decker, head coach for Sierra College. And again, congratulations to Sierra College. The Wolverines prevailing here in 2018 in the 3C2A women's bracket. Jancic over to Augusto. Augusto, big game yesterday in the win versus Merced. A hat trick and then some. Looking on the far side, ball entered in. Augusto up top. This is Collins. Collins, the lead goal scorer on the season coming into the championships. That pass and shot stoned on the doorstep. That was Micah Kamai, and Tony Gavorkian said, So the score remains 1-0. In goal here for Golden West, Andrew Cameron. And a quick turnover coming back the other way is this ball. Nicky Udi, first man to reach it after the quick foul. Kicks it back. This is Matiha Jancic. Well, Golden West likes to employ a very physical style of play, but LA Valley was able to do just that. And Hike Gukasian really spearheading that defensive attack versus West Valley. One-timer off the mark intended for Jancic. Like that came from Augusto on the far side. 1-0, LA Valley with an early lead on top of Golden West. The Monarchs and the Rustlers here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Exclusion and a kick out. Man advantage for the Monarchs. They can go up 2-0. What an upset this would be. Golden West, a two-time defending state champ, looking for the three-peat here in Saratoga. Safayan, Bruner, one of the top goal scorers on the team for the Monarchs at the top. Far side, that one in! Gets past Cameron. Carson Arnett. Arnett goes cross cage and puts it in. Golden West team has really battled a lot of adversity this season. Only loss, as we said, came to LA Valley, so maybe that kind of creeps into the head a little bit. Only blemish on your record against a team that you're facing in the championship. Composure, always a key issue in any sport. Augusto double team, and the defense very effective early on. Cap comes off, and we're going to have an exclusion. Jancic took the cap off of a player, so another man advantage here for LA Valley, already up 2-0. We're watching the 2018 3C2A championship in 2018 for men's water polo. Bruner, near side, this is Arakelian. Arakelian up top, This is Gukasian, and Gukasian puts it in. 3-0. And a quick timeout here for the Rustlers. They have been knocked down here in the first round, opening quarter. 3-0. LA Valley on top of Golden West, the top team in the state. Early onslaught here for LA Valley on top of Golden West, 3-0. I'm joined by newly crowned champion in the 3C2A, Scott Decker, head coach for the Sierra Women's College water polo team. And Coach, congratulations, a thrilling win in overtime versus Fullerton, trying to get your wits about you, I'm sure.
Yes, crazy game. A lot of fun, though. That's what you want to get here for, man. These are fun. It's stressful, but it's fun, and it's even more fun when you win, so it was good.
Golden West in an early hole here, and that's not something that they're used to. The top team in the state of California, likely the top most accomplished program in the state of California on the men's side. And Coach, that was a tough squad in Fullerton that you faced earlier today. They went down early. They were down 4-1, 5-2, and then they inched their way back. Shades of what we saw yesterday in their match versus San Joaquin Delta, but they were the ones that got back into it, and eventually they succumbed. Cross cage shot, near side put in by Nikki Uri. So, Coach, I would have to imagine that Danielle Brown's going to be your MVP, but she had an unbelievable game. Was she named the tournament MVP? Well, we didn't have the particulars. I know we're kind of in a rush because of the air quality issues.
Yeah, I know. They haven't really talked to me about it, but she's definitely going to be the tournament MVP, I'm sure, man. She played awesome yesterday and just shut Santa Barbara down, and then did a great job today. And, you know, Fullerton's very good, and they're super young. They're going to be scary next year. But Gabriel's a great coach. I have so much respect for him. I love that guy. He's a good, close friend of mine. It's always tough when you get in those games, man. Somebody's got to lose, and he's won before, so today was our day. So it worked out good.
Well, Coach, you came up just short a year ago at Cuesta. We had coverage of that game versus Santa Barbara. You avenged that in the semifinal. And then your 2018 champion, Sierra Wolverines.
Yeah, pretty awesome, man. Our girls talked about that since when we lost last year. That's all they talked about was wanting to get back here and having a chance to win it. And we've just had such an unbelievable season, man. We've lost twice all year. We lost to Fullerton early in the year. We lost to Santa Barbara at the Long Beach tournament, and that's it. So to beat all these top teams like that, it's amazing, man. Our kids are awesome.
Fullerton, and we're going to have a 5-meter here. That's going to be taken by Peyton Collins, the lead goal scorer for Golden West. Collins skips one in under the hands of Tony Gavorkian, 3-2. And LA Valley has their lead cut to 1. Well, Coach, I know you're gathering your wits about you. We talked about it off of the new championship, but I know you're a water polo fan and enthusiast, I'm sure. And what do you see early on here?
These guys are both very good, man. Golden West, it's like I was talking to their coaches after our game, and, you know, they're in it every year, man. They're just such a great program, and they're always in the championship or here in the Final Four. And LA Valley's had a great season, and I talked to both coaches, and this is going to be a real tough, close, equal game, man. Both teams are very, very good. So It's going to be fun. So hopefully it'll be the same as ours and be a fun and thrilling game for the fans.
That ball squirts out of the hands of Luis Bruner. So it goes back the other way here for Golden West, and it's a turnover. What did you see there, Coach?
Yeah, just good defense, man. Good defense by LA Valley right there. They're very well coached. Both teams are very well coached and got a lot of good athletes. And this is going to be a barn burner also, man. A lot of fun.
It's something that we saw yesterday in the win for Golden West over Merced. Golden West is so physical. You know, they have a lot more maturity in terms of body physique in the pool versus LA Valley. But LA Valley really holding their own, obviously out to the early lead, and Bruner places it perfectly, cross cage into the top corner. You see it on replay here. Just a terrific shot. Little spin there from Bruner, puts it in, places it perfectly.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't watch the men as much because I'm always focused on the women's games because of our team and stuff. But I know all my men's friends that coach men's teams were saying how LA Valley's had a bunch of guys that have played together for a long time, and so they're very good. Team chemistry is huge. That definitely helped us, and that will definitely help those guys. Golden West is big and strong and physical and deep, and sometimes you just gotta hope chemistry will overtake that stuff. But this is going to be a great game. It's going to go back and forth all game long. So
when we talk about the win versus Fullerton earlier today, that's a team that very physically talented, big presences in the pool, very physical, and the synergy not so much there versus the Sierra side. Now, I think really in addition to the outstanding play by Danielle Brown, really the difference earlier today, a couple miscues in terms of getting on the fast break that Sierra was able to pounce on and take advantage of opportunities.
Yeah, we talked about that before the game. It's like they're super smart and they're just so well coached, and we just said, hey, we really got to outswim these guys and beat them up and down the pool, and if we can do that, we'll be in good shape. Oh my gosh, this is
Kellian denied on the doorstep. Nordanian with an opportunity, point blank, can't put it in. And LA Valley really putting on the pressure here. They're up 4-2. Again, we're joined by head coach Scott Decker for Sierra College, your champion in women's water polo for 2018 and the 3C2A.
Yeah, these guys, this is going to be like this all game long, man. People are going to take a deep breath because these guys are just going to go back and forth all game, man. They're both very talented and very tough and very good. It's going to be a great game.
LA Valley really taking their chances from out deep, and it looks like they have the cannons to do it. A lot of firepower.
They do got some shooters, man. I noticed yesterday when they played West Valley, both teams had a lot of outside shooters and really did a good job and stuff. So Golden West has got that physical presence with a lot of guys, and LA Valley's got some really good outside shooters. So.
Coach, you have any shout-outs?
Just want to thank all our fans, man. Holy cow, we had so many people here today. It was awesome, and I don't know, we got so much support, man. I can't thank all those people enough. Geez, we've just had such a great parent group, and they're so supportive of us and our faculty and our staff at school and our administration, and I mean, this is a team effort, man. They support us 110%, and we're just so lucky and so fortunate. It's awesome.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. First quarter winding down here.
Yeah, you guys get back to work, man. You guys get back to work. I got to go catch my breath a little bit.
Congratulations
Thank you so much.
Coach Scott Decker. Again, congratulations to him and Sierra College, your champion in women's water polo for 2018. Augusto on the far side. 4-2 LA Valley with a 2-goal lead as the first quarter winds down. We're under 40 seconds to play here. Possession will go back to LA Valley. Golden West struggling here in the opening quarter. Caucasian, 22 seconds left on the shot clock here, or on the game clock rather, here in the first quarter. Caucasian enters in. This is Usetic on the far side, looking for Nordanian in the middle. He enters it in. Nordanian first to get there, but it goes off of the post. And we end the first quarter. LA Valley, the Monarchs, with a 2-goal lead. We head into the second quarter of play, 4-2 LA Valley on top of Golden West. You are watching the 2018 men's final in the 3C2A for water polo. Golden West College in the green caps, LA Valley in the white. LA Valley looking to score an upset here. They wouldn't consider it an upset, but based on the state rankings and the overall legacy of the Golden West Rustler men's water polo program, it certainly would be. Possession back to LA Valley. Gukasian bringing up the pool, holds. Quick foul there. And we are joined by head coach at San Jose State for men's water polo, Bruce Watson. Bruce, how you doing?
Very good. How are you?
We are primed and ready, locked and loaded throughout the weekend, and we appreciate you coming on here.
No problem. It's a good game.
A friend of the program, a longtime friend of SoCalCollegeSports.com. In fact, we were talking about it off air. The first event we ever did that was 3C2A championships was men's and women's water polo. This is back, I want to say in 2011. And at that time, you were the coach of West Valley.
Way back.
Way back. So that's dating back 7 years. And we touched base there. I believe you wanted some footage for your players to give back to their friends and family. And ever since then.
That's right. You helped me out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ever since then, we've grown a little bit, and you've grown into a Division I program at San Jose State. Go Spartans.
We're trying. Go Spartans is right.
So big matchup here between LA Valley and Golden West. And Coach, what are you seeing early on here in the matchup? LA Valley shooting out to a 4-2 lead.
You know, LA Valley is a very scrappy team. Golden West is really talented and has a lot of good players, but both coaches do a great job. Great job. And LA Valley is just very, very tough, and they made a couple good shots.
Big shot from out front from Peyton Collins. That one hits the bar and comes down. And Coach, we're seeing some serious firepower early on. We've seen a couple of goals from way outside from LA Valley, perfectly placed. Bruner with one of them.
Yes, yeah. There's a couple very good shooters on both teams.
Kick out Collins.
We have a kick out here. Collins is going to come off, so LA Valley with a man opportunity, and they have been pretty good here on the power play.
Yeah.
Far side.
Yeah.
This one gets away from Arakelian, and Golden West will have possession. And Collins unable to start the break. It's a team that's so fast in the pool to get going the other way, and that's a missed opportunity, I think, for the Rustlers.
I don't know if I can legally do this, so I should. I'm sorry.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on, and just a quick blurb as that one goes off of the crossbar again from Collins, and we know you got some responsibilities to tend to today, so we'll let you keep scouting, and we'll get back to action here. Thank you so much.
No problem. Good luck.
So that went off of the bar. And Golden West with possession again. Big shot up top. Looks like Augusto, and it is. Manuel, big weekend here in Saratoga. And Augusto fires one in, rises up out of the water. In for the goal, cuts it to the slimmest of margins. 4-3. Golden West trailing by 1. Well, you have some friends, you have some family that want to watch SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. You can catch this broadcast live. You can also catch the archive version of it on our channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Mobile device, tablet PC, computer, of course. If you have an Apple TV, you want to upscale this to 4K or 1080p, whatever you want, you can do exactly that. SoCal College Sports 1 in the YouTube app. 9 on the shot clock here. Gukasian rising up, looking to bluff at it. They're looking on the far side, and that one gets away from Carson Arnett. Possession going back to the Rustlers. We're in the second quarter, 3:40 to go. LA Valley looking to get to the ball. And there's a steal. Quickly back the other way. Here's Arakelian. Arakelian had an opportunity earlier. Bruner from Arnett. Got a battle here. Mike Zepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson on the call. And Emery, what are you seeing early on here from both teams?
Well, it's an interesting mix between the long attack and the short attack. I mean, you've seen LA Valley hit from basically everywhere except inside. They've been really nailing from about 8 meters out. I mean, that's really where they're at on most of their shots, which is very impressive because that's a very hard thing to do against a good goalkeeper over here at Golden West. Golden West, they've just been, every single time that they score, it seems like they're doing something a little bit different. And the last goal that they scored was again, it was another long shot. So it'll be interesting to see how the tactics change as the game goes on. The defenses are playing very, very tight. I mean, it's close to what you consider man coverage.
Cameron throws it away. Nordanian one-on-one with Cameron after the turnover. Nordanian looking for some room, skips it in, and we have a goal. 5-3 LA Valley swells their lead to 2. That was a mistake there from Cameron, and you maybe wonder if he'll be taken out here.
Yeah, he's had a very tough first half.
Yeah, he's been caught off guard a couple times on some of the long balls. I think he was caught off guard by the speed and the power at which LA Valley was imposing their will.
Especially early on in that first quarter. I mean, that was 3 goals back to back to back. And, it's easy as a goalkeeper to get into that mode.
Yep.
But it's a matter of playing at a high level for the entirety of the game, and forgetting about that stuff that happens early on.
Jancic to Collins. Collins holding up top, rising up, gets everybody up and down, and he fires it over the crossbar. Ricochets off the crossbar. We're going back for LA Valley. Here come the Monarchs on a counter.
Our goalie here for LA Valley knows how close that actually was. He was smiling afterwards. He knew it.
Yeah, he was caught coming down here, and luckily Collins was just off the mark. Arnett on the far side, brings it up top to Bruner. Bruner with a free lane. Will he fire it? No. Brings it back out. Arakelian flashed some power earlier. Gives it up. This is Safian. Safian looking for some room, and is that going to be an exclusion?
Yeah, that's going to.
So we'll have a kick out here. Defending party, that was Nikki Udy.
They're going to have a timeout, and yeah, it's definitely an exclusion, giving the power play advantage here to LA Valley. A good point to bring up right now is based on the game that Golden West had to play yesterday. I mean, absolutely crushing Merced, and nothing against Merced, but they just weren't up to the task against such a good Golden West team.
Well, it's one thing to say that they weren't up to the task. I think they were probably up to the task. They were just really outgunned and outmatched in every facet of the game. But credit to that team. One thing to take away from that game, because of the late start time and because of the early turnaround, we talked about it earlier today, fatigue's going to become an issue. I think Cameron in goal right now, struggling a little bit. I think fatigue definitely a factor.
That was my point. You had such an easy game, but to go back to the hotel, rest, and then be ready for an early game this morning, that's a very difficult task, especially because you might look at it this way, kind of like how a boxer punches themselves out in a round. You could potentially have been so offensively heavy in that first game that they played yesterday that they have to refocus and take a second to realize that it's not all lost here. They just need to recalculate what they're doing. It just looks really sloppy, in my opinion.
Well, and also I think to the point that you were trying to get to, the difference in competition level, facing Merced now, and now having to face LA Valley, the team that has beaten you this season. lone blemish on the record for Golden West. And you're down by a couple goals. We're in the second quarter, 2:14 to go. Again, special thanks to Scott Decker. First championship in Northern California for women's water polo goes to Sierra College here in 2018 with a win over Fullerton earlier today, a battle of the 1 seeds in the women's bracket. Gukasian out front, gives it near side. Arakelian looking for Bruner. That pass stolen.
That was a very good deflection. You only noticed one white cap in the middle there for LA Valley. So
it's a dangerous pass looking for Bruner on the far side, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, you notice they were having success when they're passing all the way around as opposed to trying to go over the top. And, those arms are really long for these guys for Golden West.
Absolutely. Long and powerful, that's a fact. Collins with it near side. Going to have an exclusion. So man advantage opportunity here for Golden West, and they can cut into the lead for the Monarchs. Augusto. Collins looking for a lane, brings it near side.
2 inside for Golden West. Probably trying to get some sort of deflection or just a tap in here.
Ingram gives it out. Augusto with some room, rises up, skips one in past Gavarkian.
Never mind, don't worry about the deflection or passing.
I'm just going to power it past 5 people here.
And here's the big thing is in hockey you look at this in the same way as you're trying to stop the goalie from seeing where the ball's coming from. You're trying to cross his vision and make sure that he doesn't see how the ball's coming in. So if you skip it like that and that's right in front of the green cap, he's not going to watch the ball, and that's why his effort was so delayed.
Occasion will bring it up for LA Valley, now leading it 5-4. And you see Golden West starting to assert themselves a little bit more physically here. They understand the power that they're dealing with on the outside. Occasion bluffs at it, bluffs towards the middle. They're looking inside, and that one off of the mark. And we're going to have a deflection off of Cameron. It'll stay here, possession will corner throw in for LA Valley.
44 seconds on the clock. What a good stop by Cameron right there, because that was slotted to go in back that back post there, and he got really wide. I mean, again, the arm span of a goalie is the most important thing, and the ability
possession. This is going to be a foul on Collins. Bruner near side. Bruner with an opportunity, gives out far side, and that pass well off the mark, looking for Gukasian.
28 seconds.
12 seconds on the clock, and we'll have a foul call. This is going to go against Aaron Nordamian. So what will likely be the final possession of the second quarter. In the first half will go to Golden West, see if they can tie things up at the end of the second quarter. Collins.
There you go.
Timer tap! Cody Ingram!
And that was being set up. They were playing with it. They were showing every single time that they were going for the goal. They were just throwing hard, and hoping that they would have a man who's unmarked near the goal, and that was it. There's the tap-in that we were talking about. Crowd the goal with guys up front, and you limit the vision of the goalkeeper looking for whoever the man that they're going for is.
Great job on replay there, Jeffrey. 5-all. Nearing the end of the second quarter. And we'll have an exclusion here. Quick shot, Cameron ready for it. That one off of the arm of Aaron Sukisian. 8 seconds to go, and Golden West going to let things run out here. And we head into halftime. Tied at 5, LA Valley, Golden West, the men's final here in water polo in 2018 for the 3C2A. We head into the second half, third quarter underway. LA Valley, Golden West. The Monarchs got out to a huge lead early on, 3-0 within the first couple of minutes. Golden West weathered the storm, and they have tied things up here. It was at the end of the second quarter. Collins to Ingram. A set play in transition. LA Valley. This is Arnett. Arnett looking inside. That one in for a goal. Terrific positioning. And that was Davo Arakelian. That's just a terrific job. We'll see the replay here. Great entry pass. Looking for Arakelian. He shoots inside and turns on it. Able to put it into the cage. So 6-5, LA Valley now up. Again, special thanks to Scott Decker and Bruce Watson earlier joining the broadcast momentarily. Collins. That shot forwarded from Nikki Udi by Gavorkian.
Yeah, Gavorkian's he was very good in that first quarter. That second quarter, he let it slip it there at the very end, and you could tell the pressure kind of got to him. But he's been very good today, and you know he might be that big difference maker here for LA Valley.
Yeah, the pressure late in that second quarter from Golden West was what we saw a lot of yesterday. LA Valley just going to have to corner this one and get back on defense, but Golden West coming in. LA Valley, Davava Caroline coming in, 78 goals. Bruner was 67 into the championship. And Gavorkian, leading the state with 23 wins coming in. 622 save percentage. So no stranger to success in the cage. So we have a man down here for LA Valley. Golden West on the power play. Collins near side, Augusto. Ingram rising up, deflected to the far side. There's a battle for the ball. That one between Udi and Vucetic. Bukajian taps it over the back. No foul called, and it's going to go back to LA Valley. That's a terrific job there by the Monarchs, fighting off the man down advantage for Golden West.
Working to try and get that centering pass, and the defense is just playing so tight, man to man here. It's very difficult to thread in a pass like that, especially when you're so covered.
Out front, this is on the far side. Vucetic stolen. Counterattack coming here for Golden West. Good numbers back defensively for LA Valley, as Nikki Udi will bring it up. Udi kicks off of Vucetic. Collins holding on the far side. He'll give way to Micah Kamai at the top. Gets it back. Looking inside, big battle. Udi. And that's a terrific job. And a lob shot. It looked like Yancic lost it. And Matisha puts it in point blank, but with a little finesse.
That was a good shot.
That was a terrific shot.
You see him
under
actually,
duress.
Well, here's the thing: is that he masks being under duress right there. When he goes for the ball, it's kind of like a carryover with a basketball. And you know how at the higher levels of basketball, there's kind of a fine line between what's a carryover or not. They rarely call it at the higher levels, and it's the same way in water polo. When you kind of dunk the ball over and you roll your hand over it, you hide where the ball's going,
right,
and then you come up quick and flick it up. The goalie's expecting a pass, not an actual shot at the goal.
Yeah. Well, Gavorkian was expecting a fire shot. Instead, he gets the finesse shot over his outstretched hands. Turnover here, LA Valley, a steal for Golden West, and we go back the other way. The Rustlers a chance to take the lead. If they do, it would be their first today. Gregory holding near side, battling Gukasian. Lungu very effective yesterday in the win over Merced. Bruner gets a hand on that one. Kick back out. Augusto at the top.
They did a
7 on the shot clock off of the crossbar. Augusto gets it back, gives it over to Nikki Udy. Now here's Collins with it. Collins fouled but no kick out. We stay at full strength from both teams. Collins holding, looking inside, bluffing, and now trying to turn on it was Micah Kamai, but the double team comes over. That's a terrific job by Davo Arakelian from the weak side coming over to get that one away. Possession back to LA Valley.
It's a good job of trying to keep the ball on the offensive side, but defense, again, playing such tight man, it's very difficult to maintain possession in that area. I mean, he had it stripped right out of his hands.
4-minute mark here in the third quarter. We're knotted up at 6-all. We were tied at 5-all at the end of the second quarter. Ty holding here. Entry pass off the mark. Cameron the first to it for Golden West. Lungu working against Bruner. Lungu looking for Kamai. Gavorkian able to close in and converge for the steal. Continue at 6-0. Arnett out front, 5 on the shot clock, tries to enter it in, and we're going to have an exclusion here.
LA Valley is quickly after it. They don't want to allow.
Bruner bluffing at it. Arnett, Gukasian. Far side, Arakelian. Lob, Bruner, pass back to inside. Oh, they were trying to set up on the inside for Arnett. It just was not there. Check that. Safian was the intended target for the one-timer. Yeah, good defense physically from Golden West.
They tried that centering pass again. It just didn't work. And it wasn't even that the fact that the pass didn't work. It was just a bad pass in general, and that threw it right to the defender.
Yeah, too high. Golden West looking for their first lead here today in the championship. Exclusion going to go against LA Valley, so a power play opportunity for the Rustlers to take the lead. Collins with it on the far side. We'll have a timeout taken by Scott Taylor. Breaking the action, we'll do the same. Back in a moment. Exclusion and a kick out results in a power play for the Rustlers. They have possession at about the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Collins with it at the top, looking for some room, bluffs at it, and he scores it on the assist to Cody Ingram. Ingram puts it in. Just a terrific job of setting that play up and executing, and Ingram fires it into the cage for the goal. 7-6 Golden West with their first lead today. LA Valley took the first lead here in the second half, but 2 unanswered. Golden West now in front. Bruner treading back, looking for Gukasian, guarded closely by Ingram, who just scored the go-ahead goal for Golden West. Gukasian still holding, battling in the pool, holding his own, looking to enter it in. He's looking for Nordanian. It's poked away. Golden West now with possession. Ingram going to bring it up. Ingram dribbling. Far side. Skip shot in. Augusto. Manuel firing up this crowd, and with good reason. Look at this shot right here. Essentially a one-timer skip shot off of Gavorkian. 2-goal lead for Golden West. We'll see one more replay of it. Just a terrific job and a power shot there off of the water from Manuel Augusto. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoyanoff, Emery Johnson with you on the call this weekend. Happy you joined us, everyone. Spread the word. We're broadcasting worldwide. We know we have a lot of international water out here. That's a terrific move inside. Nordanian looking to put one into the cage, and this is going to be a 5-meter. The hand is up on the far side, and Nordanian navigating his way to inside water, and he'll be rewarded. Jancic, the offending party. They're going to bring in Davo Arakelian to take the penalty shot. 5-meter.
We saw Cameron block one yesterday. See if he can do it again.
Unable to do so that time. It gets past the end line, and the lead cut to 1 for Golden West. Arakelian converts on the 5-meter.
I want to see on the second replay if that went over the line.
Just barely, I think. That we don't have as good a shot of it as the referee does on the far side. And I think there was initial hesitation from him.
That was close.
As you see it. He's right on top of it, but you know, that's that 5-meter awarded because of the perseverance of Nordanian to get inside water. 5-meter results in a goal for LA Valley, and they cut it to an 8-7 lead for the defending state champs, 2-time defending state champs. The Rustlers looking to three-peat here in 2018. Augusto, Ingram, Micah Kamai looking to create some space. He's looking for an entry pass. He's not going to get it. Collins out front. This is Augusto. We have a foul called, and Augusto again.
Oh, my goodness.
Fires it into the cage.
That's fantastic. That right there.
Look at that. Ward off the defender, rear back, fire.
And you know what he's looking for right there is there was only one man to beat in front of him. He had his defender and then his winger and the other guy who was sitting inside just kind of moved off a little bit and gave him that lane. And they've been noticing that lane's wide open right now, so that's why you see him keying in on it.
The lead swells back to 2 for the Rustlers, 9-7. Got a good one here. We've had good ones all day. Last second shot. Third place game for Jessica Diaz for San Joaquin Delta. They're your third place finisher here in 2018. Then overtime, a response from Carson Arnett for LA Valley. Back and forth we go. Seesaw battles all day. All South men's water polo final here in the 3C2A. Long shot from way out. It's going to be a corner shot.
2 seconds on the board.
2 seconds left here in the third quarter. Golden West with possession. Looking for a tap shot. And no call made. Collins streaking on the inside, and Lungo a little off on the pass. We head to the final quarter of play. Golden West by the slimmest of margins, 9-8 on top of the 2 seed from the South, LA Valley. And we head into the final quarter of play here, the 2018 Men's Water Polo Championship in the 3C2A. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson with you on today's call of the final. Sierra, your champion in the women's bracket, with a win earlier today over the 1 seed from the South, Fullerton College. Micah Kamai looking to put one in. The defense very physical, no foul called, and Gavorkian with a save. Shot really not a lot on there from Kamai as the defense came over. LA Valley will look to tie things up here on this possession. Arakelian on the far side, Davo, a terrific all-season lead goal scorer on the team coming in. No look pass, not there, intended for Nordanian. Good job by Ingram and Cameron. As Arakelian was trying to look off the defense. Collins enters inside. That one gets away, intended for Augusto. Augusto perseveres to the ball, working on Arnett. Augusto still with possession. Here comes a double team. He taps it back, nobody home. And LA Valley will take possession. Jancic also into the fray as well for Golden West. 9-8. Rustlers clinging to a 1-goal lead. And here comes a foul and a turnover here on LA Valley. That pass getting away from Arnett. Ball comes near side. This is Udi. Udi looking far side for Collins. Collins, a lot of room in front of him. Rises up, looking for a pass. No. Did he put it underwater? He did not. So Augusto has it near side. Up top to Ingram. Ingram scored a goal earlier in this half. In fact, he had the go-ahead score. It gave Golden West their first lead here in this contest. Collins rises up. Float shot in, and he takes a little off. Places it perfectly. Peyton Collins, your lead goal scorer on the season, coming into the weekend for Golden West, gives the Rustlers a 2-goal advantage. And boy, he's got a 100-mile-an-hour heater. Pulls up the changeup on that one. And the Rustlers up by 2 here in the final quarter of the men's final. 6 minutes to go. Gukasian working on Ingram, trying to create separation. Gukasian enters in, that pass gets away, intended for Arnett. Cameron brings it ahead, and we'll have a turnover. We'll go back the other way. Bruner out ahead of everybody. Who's going to get to the ball first? Looking for Nordanian to find Arnett near side. He's one-on-one as Arnett tries to skip it, cross cage, can't get it in. He's going to catch the end line. The possession's going to go back to the Rustlers. Terrific back and forth action here in the men's final between LA Valley and Golden West. Pass getting away from Ingram. 5:15 to go. Gavorkian tries to start the break here. Gukasian, Arnett looking for Nordanian in the middle. It's Gukasian again from the outside. He has that type of range if he can rise up out of the water. Here comes the defense. It's a quick foul. Gukasian, see if he rises up here and takes a shot. Hands are up for Golden West. Tries to power it past the defense, and unfortunately falls to the water off of the deflection. Arakelian trying to buy some time for his players. Arnett, some physical play in the water. No fouls called. A little bit of protest here from the LA Valley side of it. Kamai moving into position into the center of the water. Collins with it on the far side, working on Gukasian. Golden West with a man back defending against Davo Arakelian. There's a steal for LA Valley, trailing it by 2, 4:25 to go. Gavorkian looking down the pool, enters it in near side. He has Bruner. Bruner looking for some room, working on Cody Ingram. Bruner trying to create some space here. He's looking for Arnett. Kamai trying to get there first, and Kamai over the back. This is going to be a quick foul. Arnett going to try and rise up, bring it back. Arnett inside. Nordanian puts it home! Look at this shot here on the replay here.
Match up properly here. Match up properly here. Carson, go fight 6. Carson, go fight 6. Language is just disgusting.
So we got having a decorum violation on the side here. Apologies for not being able to get the replay on that shot from Nordanian. Great execution. It's 10-9. Golden West clinging to a 1-goal lead. 3:42 remaining here in regulation. Golden West looking for some insurance, and they find it. Peyton Collins.
This is just turning into a gun battle at this point.
It really is.
How hard can you throw it?
Yeah,
I can throw it harder.
I'll show you yours if you're showing me mine. And Collins rises up and puts it into the cage with emphasis.
Thank you.
So back to a 2-goal advantage for Golden West. Time running out here. Arnett with it, looking inside for Nordanian. Nordanian working for inside position. Can't find it. That pass stolen. Golden West now with possession, 3:15 to go. Golden West will kill a little clock here. We have a streaking Luke Gregory near side. Gregory has Ingram. He's going to fire from way outside, and that's not going to draw anything.
No, it's not going to draw anything, but
that's an ill-advised shot.
Yeah, I think it was a little premature in terms of when you should be shooting the ball. You have the lead. Give yourself time to develop. You got 30 seconds. Don't give it away that fast.
Arnett near side. There's a quick foul. Arnett looking for Gukasian at the top. Bruner out front. He's got a gun, but he's off the mark. Golden West 2:30 away from a title here in 2018 in a three-peat in the 3C2A. Gusto. Rustlers with a 2-goal advantage. Pass goes far side. It's a steal and a turnover. Vucetic up the pool. Here comes the defense in transition. Vucetic kicks it back. Arakelian. Is he going to rise up? Looks like he might have a lane. He does, and he goes cross cage for the score. 11-10. How about this shot from Davo Arakelian?
It's pretty far out, too. I mean,
that's some serious speed on that one. Arakelian bringing the heater. Back to a 1-goal lead. 2:04 remaining.
Yeah, I don't know where the Golden West defense was on that. They were kind of all spread out in a perfect lane, and I mean, it basically blocked the vision of the goalie, and it allowed a free lane all the way into the goal. What a great shot! I mean, he timed that perfectly.
Augusto. Quick foul. Collins rises up, hits the corner of the cage, out of bounds. Back to LA Valley. They can tie it up here. 1:48 to go. Gavorkian down the pool, batted away by Golden West. They'll have possession. Pass intended for Nordanian, who's been terrific here today for the Monarchs.
1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Every second counts here. for LA Valley. Let me tell you, that time ticks a lot faster when you're in the pool, too.
We're looking for Collins, looking for Augusto. He's been the high man this weekend, and a backhander from Manuel Augusto gets it out to a 2-point advantage again for Golden West.
Oh, my goodness. That
Look
has
at that.
to be a dagger.
No look coffin nail from Manuel Augusto. Gavorkian. We have a couple whistles here, and I think we have a timeout being called. This is going to be called by LA Valley. 12-10, 1:23 to go. LA Valley needs to score in a hurry. Twelve to 10. Manuel Augusto, likely your MVP here for Golden West. Should they prevail, and they are in position to do so. Gukasian double teamed. Here comes the defense. Nikki Udi with a potential steal will have a foul committed by Golden West. So possession will stay here. Gukasian flicks it up ahead. Arakelian with some room. Cameron stones them on the doorstep. 1:05 to go.
That was some great passing outside to get the ball all the way down that right lane, and ultimately the finish was not on point, but LA Valley wants this so bad. They're going to keep the pressure on, I guarantee it.
Andrew Cameron, Radford College, Sydney, Australia. A slow start early today, but he comes up with the biggest save of the day. That ball going to be cornered. 38 seconds to go.
Hey, swim away from each other. Swim away.
We have some jockeying back and forth. And do we have a timeout on the pool deck? I believe we do. LA Valley trailing it by 35 seconds to go. Monarchs enter it in. Gukasian able to retain possession. Quick foul here. That'll stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Lob shot in. Cameron on top of it. That should do it. We have a timeout taken by Golden West. We will do the same back momentarily, and looking like Golden West will be your champion here in 2018. What a gritty performance here today from LA Valley. Going to come up short against top team in the state. LA Valley, a victor over Golden West earlier in the year. The lone blemish on the record for the Rustlers. And they came out with a game plan, and they were up early, a 3-0 start to start things off here in the men's final. But the Rustlers were able to chip away, battle adversity, something that they really hadn't seen all year. Such a mark of a championship team, to battle adversity and doing it in winning fashion. It's a three-peat. 2018 crown remains with the Rustlers. 12-10 your final. Rustlers prevail over the Monarchs. See the replay here, everybody diving into the pool. Well, we'd like to give everybody a quick heads up here. There is some question as to whether or not they will play the men's third place game. As of right now, we are a go. So we are going to sign off here and bring back momentarily. Hopefully, we'll get Scott Taylor, head coach for Golden West College, to talk about the championship and the title here in 2018 in the three-peat for Golden West College. For Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and take care.